All right. Hello, everyone. I hope you all are having a great KubeCon so far. So my name is Nitesh. I work as a software engineer at Acuity, created by the creators of the Argo project. So in this short project lightning talk, we're going to take a look at what are some of the new features that have been added in the Argo CD version 2.13. So before going into that, for all of those who are not familiar with what exactly is Argo CD. So Argo CD is a continuous deployment, continuous delivery tool for your Kubernetes clusters, specifically following the GitOps approach. So it's like a middleman that's going to sit between your cluster and your Git manifest. So all your manifests are going to get stored in the Gits, and Git is going to be the single source of truth. So, which means like whatever the changes that you make to the Git repository in which your manifests have been stored, those will be the changes that will be applied to the cluster. Having said that, let's get started and see what are the new features or what are the things that we have added so far in the version 2.13. So in this 2.13 version, we actually had 40 plus new features. 50 bug fixes and 40 documentation updates. I'll quickly take a look over some of the major things that I personally find it to be interesting. And obviously, at the end of this talk, you can probably take a look at the slides and go through all the things. So the first one is the application set previewing. So we actually, if you already are familiar with the application set, you already know that it can create multiple applications at the same time. So we have a new subcommand, which we called as Argo CD app set generate command. That is generally going to give you a preview of your applications. That application set is going to get created. So all you need to is just have an application set manifest, provide it to the manifest probably to the command, and then you can get a preview of how your applications that are going to get generated by your application set going to look like. Second, basically the feature is now the applications in any namespace is going to have a regular expression support. So if you already know, we already have something called as the application namespace flag. And till now, before that 2.13, we do not have something called as regular expression support for this. So with the current, with the 2.13 release, now you can have regular expression that allows you to use regular expression to define your namespace. For example, in the following slides, you can see that if you want to set your, for example, if you want to log all the namespaces except for a particular namespace, then you can use the regular expression, something like that mentioned here. Something that I'm pretty excited was we have a reconciliation performance improvement for our large application. We already know the companies who are using Argo CD, they have a bunch of applications that they're already using. So applications with many resources now, they have the improved reconcile performance, which we found out it was not as good as it initially was. Some of to be honest, my personal one is the improvements in working with mono-repo. So mono-repo is something if you have a single Git repository in which all your application source code is lying and your application manifests are lying. So you can see that you already have an annotation called as manifest generate path, which is going to make sure that whatever the paths that you specify in your manifest generate path will be the one that is going to get so Argo CD is going to basically update it's going to basically sync those changes only if the changes have occurred in the Argo CD, in the manifest generate path. And this specifically works for your Argo CD mono-repo setup. So we noticed an issue where you were using this kind of annotation and your self-heal was set to false. So there were undesirable refreshing that was happening to the whole repository. So from 2.13, this has been fixed. Some of the things that the community also wanted was to have a to have this annotation support for Bitbucket and Azure DevOps. So Bitbuckets, the PR has already been raised. It will be released. It will be eventually be merged for the new release. And for Azure DevOps, we are currently working upon that. It's not yet released, but for Bitbucket users, you are probably good to go for that. Having said that, we have less time, but there have been other notable changes. I won't be able to cover all of them right now. but you can probably take a look at in the slides that I'll be uploading to the skid after a while. That's it. Thank you for joining in. But before you go, if you want to upgrade your Argo CD version from 2.12 to 2.13, make sure you check out the release notes and upgrade instructions. Again, this has been mentioned, and the slides will be uploaded to skid. And if you're looking for more resources to eventually learn about Argo, please eventually, you can obviously click on the link that I'll be sharing in the slides. And if you're interested in contributing to the Argo project, we really love contributions from the open source community. So please, you are mostly welcome to contribute to the Argo project in general. Scan this QR code, and you will be able to go through how you can get started with contributing to the Argo project in general, because it's a CNCF graduated project eventually, and it's overwhelming. Having said that, we have also at the Argo booth at Exhibition Hall 1B. At table number 1, we'll be there at from 3:25 p.m. So if you want to have some discussions around Argo CD, what is something that you want to have included as features, bug fixes, everything like that, just make sure you come by booth at table number 1 at 3:25 p.m. All right, and I'll see you around. Have a good KubeCon. Thank you.